Alright, this will be my video on the motorized bike Chinese high compression heads. So no one has really done a video on this yet. So I'll try to make it quick for you guys and add in the details. I'll go through some other stuff on my bike later on. This is just going to be a first video because I bought this kind of out of the blue. No one had really gotten these before that I'd seen, and there were only a couple of reviews that didn't really help that much. So I'm just going to go over it on my bike. So to start off, here is the stock head that comes with the bike. As you can see, there's a lot of room in there. You're not getting a lot of compression with that. Versus with this one, I will go ahead and put some pictures in comparing the three different types. They actually make another one on Amazon. It's almost the exact same design as this right in here, but it just has better cooling than this head right here. So, for example, I got mine for $20 on eBay. And so far, I've taken it probably like 4 or 5 miles. I haven't done a ton of riding with it. I'm going to do definitely a longer ride today, because the only complaint I've really seen with this thing is that it lowered compression, which is kind of hard to believe, because it is a high compression head, and it gave me a lot more power, a lot more low end torque, and a bit of a higher speed too. I gained about 3 to 5 miles an hour of top speed from it, I'd say. Definitely almost doubled my low end torque. And keep in mind, I'm also running with a much better air filter and my baffle out. So it really does add a lot of power. And first of all, it looks good. I just got the blue to match my air filter. And I had to get a couple of different spark plugs for this, because it does not take your 13.6 millimeter, whatever that is, for the stock head. It actually takes a 9.6, 9.7 millimeter plug. I got these super power plugs off of eBay for $6. I got 2. They're 3 electrode racing plugs. So far they've worked really well, so I don't really have any complaints with that. And because I'm using a plug that doesn't burn quite as hot, it's also reducing my head temperature a little bit too, which is nice. It doesn't feel hotter than the stock head. Like, I feel like it cools okay. I think it helps because I have a bigger frame, so the air might be able to get through there better. But just by looking at the pictures, it's kind of hard to tell if it's actually high compression or if it actually gives you a boost in power, because they do not give you any measurements of the depth of the chamber, how wide it is. You kind of just have to eyeball it. And in the description, it just said it was modified and fit 49, 66, and 80cc motorized bikes. Didn't even say much more than that. It just said a modified cylinder cover, blah blah blah. Bunch more Chinese crap. So I decided to give it a shot because it's only $20, and I'm glad I did, because at first I thought it didn't fit, because the holes right here are much bigger than the ones right here on the stock cylinder head. They're a decent amount bigger, so when I first tried to put it on, it was not a very good fit. All of the bolts that go up through there when you slide the cylinder cover on, or the head, they're usually like snug with this one because these holes are a lot smaller. But because they're bigger, it fit, but the holes were bigger, so I couldn't move it back and forth because it was a nice snug fit. But they were definitely not the right sized holes for this bike. They'd probably fit an 80cc a lot better, or even a 66, because obviously this is bigger. But it seems to cool okay. When I put it on, I tightened it down pretty good. So I thought I'd be losing compression, but surprisingly I have not. Here, I can give you guys a little bit of a better view here. Here's the top. There's my spark plug. As you can see, it's lined up all right there. And it's a little bit bigger than the actual cylinder here. It's a little bit bigger. But it seems to work really well. Like I said, it gave me higher top speed, more power. So it's gonna give me better gas mileage. Looks pretty good, it cools all right, and they are dirt cheap. So there's really nothing on these, so I decided to be the first to kind of make a review here. So I would definitely give it probably like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 here. Definitely should get it. It fits my little 49cc, so it'll definitely fit a 66 or 80 even better. I would definitely buy it. It works really well on my bike, and it probably will on yours too. So that concludes my review for the Chinese high compression, I think it's a CNC cylinder cover modify they advertise it as. I'll put a link in the description, as well as a link to my Instagram account, if you guys want to go see some of the pics or ride alongs with my friends I do with this bike. Alright, see ya.